Hi everyone, it's day 7 now, and here at Ashram. It's been a really amazing time so far. Yesterday was more of a bit of a chill out day. Didn't really need to travel anywhere. Everyone was a bit tired from traveling to Oroville the day before, which was an amazing trip. Really learnt some really cool stuff and met some amazing people trying to do something quite ambitious, but I think worthwhile as an experiment. And I encourage you to look up Oroville and read up about what they're trying to do. So yesterday was more about sort of sessions between us, learning more about each other's stories and sharing some knowledge and teachings. We learned from, we did a lean coffee in the morning and tackled a few challenges around, one particular one, how to essentially influence and change the culture within an existing organization. So one of the attendees was talking about her startup at the moment. They've gone through a period of rapid growth and they seem to be just firefighting and losing that creative spark, and how can you actually bring that back and empower the different teams to communicate better and hopefully produce better work. So tricky problem there. So we tried answering how we could do that. It was quite a useful session, sort of getting some different feedback from different perspectives, I think, more importantly, and so always good to learn about new things to read, new approaches to tackling the politics within large organisations. I think one of the terms that came up was stealth storming. And then in the afternoon we heard from Apurva from No Nasties and about his story, about what they're trying to do with his ethical clothing brand. And it's a really beautiful story with a backdrop of quite I would say quite a hard-hitting message and problem they're trying to tackle, essentially to do with the suicide rate of Indian cotton farmers and how that's been basically this pressure that's been put on them because of the cost of cotton seeds. And I wouldn't be able to do it justice in trying to explain sort of the details behind the problems, and it sounds like a lot to do with big business coming in and selling GM crops. I'll try and do a more in-depth interview with Apple. I did a quick one when we were in Oroville, but I think he deserves to have a bit longer, bigger stage to sort of like explain what he's trying to do. But I think the really interesting thing is rather than forcing down this quite moving and painful issue down other people's throats, he's creating amazing products, beautifully designed clothing, but at the same time educating his customers, consumers, the fashionistas, because he's got some quite cool sort of items. All of us are trying to buy some stuff of him at the moment, and yeah, kind of through stealth and undercover, introducing this story and getting people aware of this quite pressing issue and pressing challenge. And it's also quite touching how difficult it is for him as well, considering he's doing amazing things, but it's such a big problem. And we're really interested to see how we can help him and how we can spread the message of No Nasties, and how the ethos and philosophy of No Nasties could be spread to more brands and clothing manufacturers and suppliers here in India, and how that message could probably spread to the wider world. So today is CII Startup Entrepreneurs Day. So I'm in a taxi at the moment on the way to the conference centre. There's a inaugural meeting with some press, so I had to get up at 6 in the morning, put on a suit. I really didn't want to wear a suit, thank God for air conditioning. But yes, no, it'd be really fun. I'm really looking forward. I'm really actually interested to see what it's like. What is this startup ecosystem here? Who are the movers and shakers here in Chennai? What are their sort of goals? What are their motivations and drivers? It sounds like it's still potentially very much Silicon Valley mindset, but you know, that's why the Happy Startup School exists. See if we can bring back a bit of thinking of the human side of business into this whole startup scene, and you know, rather than trying to follow a model that works in one place, it's kind of adapting models for depending on the culture and society, and also I think bearing in mind that we're all people. We all have our own lives as well as business to deal with. So we heard a phrase coined at Orville called integral entrepreneurship. Sounds a bit jargony. I think the best way I've heard it put was from a guy that we met last week called Aaron Jane, and he was talking about heart and mind. How can we do business with both rather than just with the head? So not just about the numbers, but also about the emotion, and also about living lives you want to lead rather than lives that have been thrust upon you because of the business you created. So anyway, I will touch base again later to tell you how it went. There's going to be 4 of us giving a talk to maybe up to 500 Indian entrepreneurs. We'll see how that goes down. And yeah, and Jack Hubbard's going to be giving a talk, and I think he's going to be wearing the loudest blazer or shirt known to man. Looking forward to seeing that as well. So yeah, signing out for now, and I'll catch you later.